for the first time in 1 year, we're bringing it back, one lap, one beer, and I gotta go with my boy, Nick Hoffman, here at the Dome in St. Louis. A lot of people think you're a North Carolina guy, but you're actually from the 618 here in St. Louis at the Dome, which you probably saw a lot of Rams games growing up. Year 9, look at this place, quiet as can be. You're welcome. I get to get you on the show, right?
Yeah, you've been retired for quite a while now.
Yes, so. I am retired, but occasionally I'll come back.
Man, yeah, I have watched a lot of Rams games here. I said it to on our Flo interview earlier. This used to be the greatest show on turf. Now it's the greatest show on dirt, and it's just really surreal for me. It's home. I know Rigsby never really claims me as an Illinois guy.
I do.
Yeah, I am an Illinois guy.
I need as many guys as we need.
So last night, the top 5 was all Illinois guys. And yeah, I love it here. This is, you know, really, I've said it a couple times this weekend and multiple times throughout my career. It's a real feeling, but it just keeps getting bigger every year. I
mean, we were kind of joking walking up here and seeing the empty arena. We never thought this would work after night 1 and back in 2016, right?
Yeah, it was a lot. It was a shit show, to be honest. I mean, it was awful. But in the indoors was a shit show, and that, you know, that race had to walk in order for this one to run. And we knew it wasn't gonna be perfect the first couple of years, and they've done so much. And Cody's one of my best friends, and I try and bring things up to him all the time. Even last night, I brought some stuff up to him. Was like, hey, this could be better, or we need to do this or that. And I tweeted about it today, about the video boards. If we could shut those off or change to sponsor plugs or whatever during green flag runs, it would change the outcome in some of these races. So I just try and do whatever I can to help him out a little bit, but he don't need help, right? Like, he's built this from the ground up, basically.
So we're coming out of 4 here. I'm looking at the track. Is there any different dimensions than it was the first time? I feel like it's a little more banked.
100%. So it changes every single year. The first couple of years, you couldn't even think about getting up here.
Right.
You know, it was no man's land. And then now it's almost negative banked down here, and then it cups. And from a fan's perspective, you can't really see this, right? But when you're down here, and when I walked it the first day there on Wednesday when I got here, I mean, this is negative, and you haven't really seen anybody make much moves down here on the bottom of 3 and 4, and it's very hard to restart down here because the top has so much banking and gets you a run down the hill. But yeah, it changes a little bit every single year. Derek, the guy on the skid steer over here, he's in charge of track prep and building the racetrack now. You know, he'll give me a couple insights on, like, you know, this turn 1 and 2 is actually 4 foot wider than it was last year. Nobody really sees that, but he knows by a tape measure, you know, and it's pretty wild. You know, you're going to get different situations every single night we're here. I mean, it's just part of being a gateway, and you just never know what you're going to get.
So we're on the front stretch here, crossing the checkered flag. The crowd, when it's electric, hopefully we'll show some video here. Cue the video editors. Just a packed house. It's pretty badass.
Yeah, I mean, tonight I sat up in that suite and watched the late model and modified feature, and just kind of look across. It is unbelievable. This is the most eyes we will see all year, whether it's on Flow or in the seats here in the Dome. It is unreal, and which is great for dirt racing in general. Whether it's big sponsors like NOS Energy Drink and other corporate sponsors that want to get involved in this deal, it's huge for us to keep us going. And at the end of the day, we're here to put on a show for the fans. We know what we're up against. We're going to tear some shit up here. You know, it's just going to happen. Your best drivers in the world, Jonathan Davenport, ripped the deck out 3 times tonight. I don't think he's done that the entire year.
Last 10 years.
Yeah, no doubt. And so it's cool. And, you know, we're just here to sell T-shirts. You might say some stupid shit on the microphone, or you go out here and beat the boards down and sell shirts that way. It just, you know, you're here to sell T-shirts, make fans, and kind of, you know, appreciate the whole event.
I like this event because there's no points involved. There's no conservative when the track might be a little rough. Everybody wants to win this race, as you can see.
This will cut a tire down.
Yes, look at that.
And that's
You're welcome, everybody, tomorrow.
Yeah, this is the kind of stuff that you'll see here. They ain't going to throw a caution for this like you might see on a normal event. But
that's why it's so unique and awesome, because there's not like people conservative. There's not people changing tires every 2 or 3 laps, causing yellows. It's truly like a one-of-a-kind event.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, it's unbelievable. Like, you get a flat, you're done. I mean, it basically ruins your weekend. So like me, I go out here, I blow the entire deck out coming to the green and qualifying. So I qualified 28th last night. And you
recovered well.
I did, but you think at that point I'm screwed. Like there's no.
Any other race in America, you would be.
Pretty much, and like here, you think it's going to be tough to get through this field, but I proved it last night. You're able to pass cars, go 10-2 in my heat race, almost won my heat race, and if I do win that heat, it might change my night a little bit more. But go 7th to 5th in my feature, and that puts me in the front row of a qualifier. So that's about the best you could ask for. And yeah, it's just this place. It has its own unknowns. Everybody's like, good luck this week and good luck this week. I'm like, listen, literally that's all it could take is a little bit of luck and you're going to win this deal. And I haven't found the win on Saturday, but I've won in a prelim and a modified and a late model, but just got to get that big one on Saturday.
Power rank, you've done all 3 divisions, midget, late model, modified. Power rank, what's it like driving at the Dome?
Yeah, listen, I tell everybody the most fun I ever had was running that midget here. I mean, I was against the boards down here, and then you had to run the bottom down there at that time, but that was probably the best I ever ran in a midget too. I never finished out of the top 3. It was just fun as hell, but that whole weekend, driving Scott's car and driving the modified, I had a lot of fun. My modified, I was always fast enough to probably win the race. I just killed myself in my own doing every time. The late model, I've been kept pace with Sheppy, the last 2 years. It's gonna be tough to beat Brandon Shepherd on the fence. It's about the best to do it, him and Bobby. So just haven't got it done yet. And the midget was fun. It's just wasn't the place as far as getting the support, and these fans, they don't really care about midgets as much as modifieds and late models.
Personally, I just want to know, from your perspective, dominating mods for years and years, UMP country, wherever you went, you unloaded, you were dominant, throwing that beer, I like that. To go into late models, yeah, you dabble in it a little bit, but going full time into it, what's been the biggest adjustment for you?
Well, a lot of times it was just I didn't have my own control of my destiny, and I always did my modified world. And now in the late model, driving for Ty, he gave me everything, and so I get to work on the stuff and kind of build my own team and stuff. And every year we've gotten better, and I think that's my biggest deal. Of like now I control kind of everything, the whole aspect, and Ty's basically just handed me the keys to the operation, and he's been super supportive and doesn't get on my ass. I hear about a lot of these car owners and how bad some of them are and this stuff, and I've had some pretty good ones.
He yelled at you once?
What, he what?
Hasn't yelled at you once?
No, he literally hasn't.
I like it. Ty, that's a good job.
That's good shit, because like I go out here, like last night I blew the deck out and he's like, you're gonna have nights like that, so it's just part of it. And he knows that. He's been a racer for so long that it's just part of racing. We can make 2 laps here.
Yeah, I mean, we might go a little bit longer here. It's not Volusia like the first time we did, but you're an Illinois driver. You admitted it here at the beginning of this interview. Top 5 Lane of Lincoln dirt late model drivers in no order. You got to name them right now. If late model racing in it today, who would be the top 5?
Brandon Shepherd.
Decent.
Yeah, Bobby Pierce.
Okay.
Yeah, not bad. Trying to think, because there was so many guys in my world growing up that were actually in Missouri, but you're going to want me to say Weaver.
No, I don't think he is. I've always had him 7th or 8th of all time. I mean, Maweekwa.
Yeah.
Missile.
Yeah,
Bab's got to be top 3.
Bab, 100%. I've spent a lot of nights with Bab, and he's a badass. Like, It was unbelievable. It sucks as this place has never really panned out for him either, because this kind of fits his style, but he's getting older. And then after that,
so we got 3.
Yeah, Dennis Herb is really good. He does a great job, obviously an outlaw champion. 5, man, I don't even know, because I would have said like Eddie Dixon or Randy Cordy, but they're all,
Ed Dixon was a legend.
He was badass.
He was
really good. You can help me out here. Who would you even plug in?
I would have to say,
because you're like more of a Northern Illinois guy.
I mean, if you're gonna do top 5, Bob Pierce probably, maybe.
Yeah, for sure.
But that's a little bit like ahead of.
He won North South and all that. So
I mean, if you look at it, at the end of the day, Fager or Shirley would probably be in there with the.
Really good regional guys. But Bob won a lot of pretty big national races too. So.
And Bob Pierce was beloved.
Yeah, the tall,
His
cool.
opposite of his son. Sometimes he's like the polarizing figure, right?
Yeah, for sure. So, and Bob, 90% of the time is the reason why Bobby is so fast. Like I'm telling you, that Bob is really good at knowing what Bobby needs to win races. And Bobby is obviously a hell of a talent. Like one of the best that we have in our sport, 100%. But Bob, I don't think gets enough of credit for what he does for Bobby.
Last thing is here over on the front stretch, 1 lap or 1.5 lap and 1 beer. You just look at, take it all in. God, I can't wait. You're gonna be on victory lane tomorrow, right? You have a chance? You have a chance, you think?
I got a shot at it. I feel like if you can just get in that A main, you got a shot at it. You know, watching tonight's feature, so many guys got knocked out and things just happened. But, you know.
How about that feature tonight? They could have done that at East Bay, right? The Florida guys, the top 3,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, they were ready to throw down. But, yeah, I feel like, you know, I wouldn't be here. Or I wouldn't race tomorrow if I didn't think I had a shot at winning it. And, yeah, just try and get through this qualifier and put myself in a decent starting spot would be a huge deal for my night. But you just never know. You know, it's a big unknown. Like I said, it's jet planes in a gymnasium. It is for sure.
Big gymnasium.
Yeah, and as John Daly would say, you got to grip it and rip it. You just never know here. So I'm confident in my race car. I know it's good enough to do it. I just got to get my job done and have a little bit of luck.
Thank God he admitted, I never say anything, Illinois driver. So when he wins the World 100, land of Lincoln, right?
Yes, I'll take it. Yes,
all right,
100%.
Perfect. Nick Hoffman back in his hometown, racing the Gateway Dirt Nationals, trying to go for a big time win here in the Dirt Late Model here at the Dome.